Thank you to Typhur for the Sync Air Fryer, which is sponsoring today's video for people that need budget-friendly and easy, but still extremely tasty foods for their proper human diet. Let's take a look at this one. My friends, it has been a bit of a long week. It's only Tuesday. You need something tasty. You need something simple. I still want to do it Chris Cooking Nashville style. You can do this in any air fryer. You can do it in your oven. Chicken legs are high in fat, generally pretty cheap per pound when I go to the grocery store, especially if they're on manager special. So I'm going to show you guys something to make it not just seem like any old chicken leg. Ash is out running errands today. I'm gonna go ahead and throw these together, throw them in the refrigerator, so when she gets home, we can be ready to eat. And I'm really excited to tell you guys about the Typhur Sync Air Fryer that I'm using. If you're looking for a good air fryer, this is really cool. I'm gonna have a link in the description box and a discount code for you, so you can go and get some money off of this. But it's really cool because one of the things that's so important with cooking things like chicken is we need to make sure that it is food safe and it is cooked properly, but not overdone so that we don't end up drying it out and making it unpleasant to eat. The Typhur Sync Air Fryer, very much like the Typhur Sync Oven, which I will also link a video for down below where I made my Carnivore Biscuits 2.0. The Sync series has built-in probe thermometers, and it has a bunch of presets like beef, pork, chicken, and you can even do manual presets where you can set your target temperature and it tracks it automatically for you so you don't have to worry about under or overcooking any of your food. They have wireless connectivity with the app, so you don't even have to be at home to track how your food is cooking. Now, I wouldn't probably turn it on and go to the grocery store because I like being around my stuff when I'm cooking, but I can go outside and walk around the neighborhood if need be, get a little bit of exercise in, take the dog outside, and still monitor my steaks, my beef, my pork, my chicken. And today, we're gonna use that to cook those chicken legs perfectly. They're simple, but they're extremely tasty, and it elevates what is a very budget-friendly food into something a little bit more special. Let's put that Typhur Sync Air Fryer to the test. Today on Chris Cooking Nashville. I've walked over into my kitchen and you can see I have my Typhur Sync Air Fryer set up. The thing looks so great sitting on your counter. If you are one of those people that has a large family, the size of basket here is going to cook pretty much everything you could possibly need. You can of course adjust your time and temperature here. There is air fry mode, roast, bake, dehydrate, reheat, and preheat. When you remove the thermometer, a whole new menu comes up. Now it is on manual mode right now, but you can see there's air fry, roast, and bake in manual mode, or we can come up here with there's a little preset button and we can turn on all these cool presets and we can cycle through them. So we have beef, we have chicken, pork, fish, and on each of these presets, you can choose your doneness. So if I was to do some beef, I can go through the doneness from medium to medium well to well done, down to rare and to medium rare, and so on. And you can see it's actually changing the target temperature. So when you put that doneness in there and you start this, it is going to target the temperature to cook it perfectly, and it's going to tell you when to take it out. Now we're going to see what this will do with these incredible chicken legs. I have salted these with my CCN seasoning, which will be in my upcoming cookbook that I've been working on. It's one of the reasons it's been a long week. Put this in the refrigerator just overnight with seasoning on it so that it can dry brine. And now I'm going to show you how we turn these chicken legs into something really special so we can throw them in this air fryer. Check this out. So I've dry brined these chicken legs overnight, and the reason that I've done that is a couple of things. One, it's gonna season it, make it taste really good, get the sodium worked all the way through, which is gonna make it more tender and more juicy. Other thing this does is it dries it out, and that helps us for two different reasons. This is gonna be a lot easier to handle with what I'm about to show you how to do. It's going to make it crispier when we put it in the air fryer because we're not fighting the surface moisture. I put them on this rack on a cookie sheet in a refrigerator uncovered overnight so they get airflow all the way around. And what we're gonna do is actually debone this chicken leg, but still leave it intact. And we are going to stuff these chicken legs, stuffing made with sausage and cheddar. I have no idea if this Sync Air Fryer, by tracking the internal temperature, is gonna cook this properly. So stick around and let's find out. So a chicken leg is just a single bone running down through the drumstick with the skin and the meat all the way around, right? All we're gonna do is set it up on its tip, on the round knuckle part. And the only part of the bone we're going to leave in there is this little round knuckle knuckle at the end, and I'll show you how we get the rest of it out. We're gonna come up here to the flat side, the bottom fat part of the drumstick, and I'm gonna take a small paring knife. A little bit of practice, this gets very easy. Cut around the top of this bone to start releasing the chicken meat. And then we're gonna do what's called Frenching the bone, where we actually take the sharp side of the knife and we scrape and push, and we're gonna scrape the meat down the bone until we get right here before we get to the knuckle. So I'm just going around very carefully right here at the top, cutting kind of at a 45-degree angle down all the way around, so I start to loosen the top of the meat from the bone. Once I have gone all the way around, you can see this top part of the bone is starting to stick out from the meat. This is where we start to French the bone. So we stand it on the knuckle piece and carefully push the knife into the bone and scrape downwards, perpendicular to the bone, scraping the meat downwards. And we're just gonna do this very carefully, very slowly, rotating this chicken leg. It's very simple to do. It does not take a lot of pressure. A good sharp paring knife makes it a lot easier. And we're just gonna keep Frenching the bone, scraping the meat all the way down. And if you get these little tendons, you can just cut through them. That's not a problem. A lot of those are gonna cook up very soft, so when you go to eat it, you just get all the collagen that is in those tendons. It's actually really good for you. And then once you get to the furthest part of the bone here, it actually loosens up and it scrapes very easily. With this being drier, it's so much easier to hang on to, and we're literally going to scrape the whole chicken leg downwards until it looks like an upside down lollipop. This is where we have to get the rest of the bone out while leaving that little knuckle knob end. We're going to re-invert the chicken leg. So now it looks like the chicken leg again, but all of that meat has come loose from the bone. Now you can do this with a heavy meat cleaver or with a heavy chef's knife. We're not gonna use the sharp side. We're gonna use the back side of the blade. And all we have to do is hold it upside down. Be careful, don't cut yourself. Hold it upside down against this little thin part of the leg. So here's the rounded part of the knuckle. Right next to it. We're gonna hold it right there, and we're going to take a couple of practice swings and then one real good sharp hit in the right spot. Just like that, and it breaks through that bone. Now all we have to do is grab the knuckle, twist it slightly and wiggle it around to make sure it's broken free, and the whole bone will pull out of the chicken leg. Now you can keep these in a bag, and when you've collected enough of them, you can use my bone broth recipe to make really incredible chicken bone broth out of these and get all of the collagen and the minerals, and I'll link that video in the description box for you guys. Now we have a completely intact chicken leg, but there's no bone inside of it. And this is what we're gonna stuff and air fry. Let me go ahead and do the rest of these, show you how we make the stuffing so we can air fry them when Ash gets home in the Typhur Sync. So here's the aftermath of the work that I was doing. I have about 13 chicken legs that came in this package. This is gonna go into a bag in the freezer, and I'll add that in with my turkey carcass. Thanksgiving is right around the corner here, and I'll be using this plus the turkey carcass to make bone broth to turn into turkey gravy. We need to mix up a stuffing. So let me show you how we do that. I have a local sausage here. It's just salt and spices. There's no sugar added into this. You can use regular just ground pork. You could even use something like beef or chicken if you wanted to stuff chicken with chicken. Recommend something like pork though, because it's high fat and it can handle a higher temperature of cooking, which we're gonna have to do to these because they are poultry. So I have 1 pound of sausage. You can do this in a regular bowl. I'm just doing it because it's convenient. I'm gonna add an egg yolk, not a whole egg because I don't want the extra moisture of the egg white in there. I just want the yolk. Yolk has a natural lecithin which helps bind fat and moisture, which is gonna make this mixture a little bit nicer texture, and it's gonna keep it all together. So just 1 yolk, no egg white. And this sausage is already seasoned, but I'm going to ramp it up just a little bit. Remember, seasonings are always optional, so if it doesn't work for you, leave it out. I'm gonna throw in a couple of teaspoons of minced garlic. Now I also have shredded cheddar cheese here, but we're not gonna add that yet. I have the paddle attachment in here, and I'm gonna mix this until it starts looking a little bit sticky. Then we'll add about 4 ounces, maybe 6 ounces if you like it a little cheesier, of this shredded cheddar cheese as a second addition. And you can see that mixture starts to turn into a more cohesive and sticky looking mixture instead of the ground chunks all flying around the bowl. That is when we want to stop and add our cheese, just going to mix it enough so the cheese is mixed through. We don't want to make this a paste that would turn into too dense of a mixture inside those chicken legs. So I'm going to add about 6 ounces of cheddar cheese, make these nice and cheesy, and then I'll show you how we stuff the chicken legs and make it Easy. And that is just combined. That looks really nice. I can still see individual pieces of cheese, and the sausage mixture is sticking together, but it does not look like a paste. There is still some texture to it. Let's go ahead and get those chicken legs back out, and I'm gonna show you how we stuff them. You can totally stuff these chicken legs with a spoon or your hands or whatever you would like to use, but I find a piping bag makes it a whole lot easier, and since these are disposable, I can throw out the bag and just makes things easy for cleanup. If you are working with a sausage brand, you've maybe never used it before, you're not sure what the seasoning is like, you might want to cook just a little bit of this mixture before you take it out of the bowl and put it into the chicken legs, just to make sure it doesn't need additional seasoning. And if it does, add salt or whatever else you would like. Make sure it tastes good to you. Got our chicken legs. All we're going to do is pipe them full of sausage mixture. You could also use a jerky gun for this. That would probably work really well also. And we left that knuckle bone on there because it's gonna plug this end of the chicken leg so that our sausage mixture doesn't push out the other side. So all I have to do is invert the chicken leg and then just unfold the chicken leg over the piping bag like so. And I'm gonna pipe sausage into it. Now I don't want to overfill it. Carefully squeeze some sausage mixture. And if you need to, come down here to the bottom part of the piping bag so you can get a better grip on just a little of it. Pipe sausage mixture, which I can feel with my hand through the chicken leg just until I get to the top so that sausage mixture is all the way through. Don't overfill it and don't put too much pressure. And if you need to, you can squeeze it down towards that tip just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and fill all of these legs to throw in the Typhur Sync Air Fryer, and we'll see what it does. So that's all 13 chicken legs stuffed with that sausage mixture. Piping bag makes it really easy to fill that from the bottom all the way up. Probably from 12 to 14 chicken legs is what you can expect to get if you use a pound of sausage, plus the cheese and whatever else you would like to include. Now, if you're one of the keto folks who wants to add onion or tomato paste or some other kind of a veggie, you can absolutely do that. And you can of course use any kind of cheese that you want. I would recommend if you're gonna put vegetables of any kind in here though, that you would cook them ahead of time. So saute them, cook them down until they are soft. That way you don't end up with a bunch of extra liquid and raw veggies inside of your chicken legs. All I'm gonna do now is throw these in the refrigerator, let them hang out until Ash gets home, and then we can air fry some chicken legs and enjoy some dinner. Now let's plug in that Typhur Sync Air Fryer and let's see if it can do as good of a job on these as I really hope. We're gonna let the Typhur do the whole thing. I'm not gonna mess with it. Let's see what it does. All right, it is this evening. Ash is going to be home here in just a little bit. I have the Typhur preheated to the maximum temperature, which is 450. I'm going to brush the inside of the basket with a little bit of bacon grease just to make sure nothing sticks. And then I'm gonna use the probe thermometer for the Typhur Sync. I'm gonna stick it in the middle of one of the chicken legs, right through the center of the stuffing. Then I'm gonna set this on the chicken preset. After it is done, I will probably put it on the max temperature and crisp the outside of the skin for 2 to 3 minutes before we actually serve. Let's go ahead and get to cooking these stuffed chicken legs, and let's see what Ash thinks of them. Now, incidentally, I had a few more chicken legs than would fit in this air fryer. It fits 8 of them really, really nicely, but I had 5 more. So rather than doing them in 2 batches and then crisping them all up together, which is what I had intended to do originally, I actually decided to take those other 5 and put them back here in the Typhur Sync oven. I'll make sure there are links to both of these products because both of them are fantastic. Definitely go check out this air fryer and the discount code that I have for that. I don't think you're gonna be unhappy with either one of these depending on what needs you might have in the kitchen. Let's check out these chicken legs when they come out here real soon. Our chicken is done. And I'd say that looks pretty awesome to me. I can't wait to give these a taste. That's the stuffed chicken legs. These are super easy, and I think the Typhur did a really great job.
They look amazing. They look incredible.
You want to give them a try?
Yes, let's do it. Okay. Oh, you got like the little half here.
You get the one little cut open. You can see the sausage stuffing on the inside. So sausage and cheddar.
Oh my gosh. That's heavenly. This is seriously, it's just delicious. Chicken is cooked perfectly. Moist and tender on the inside, nice crust on the outside. The mixture that you put in these, so much flavor. Oh my gosh.
That is really good. And because you take the bone out, other than the little knuckle piece on the end, you can eat the entire thing.
He also did a really good job binding it together. I feel like this would be really messy, and I actually feel like it's actually pretty easy and very enjoyable to eat. This is so good though. We're
gonna enjoy these for dinner. The Typhur Sync Air Fryer did a fantastic job. I'm not surprised by that. Typhur's products always do an amazing job. I'm gonna have a link below with a discount code for you guys. Make sure to go down and pick one up. These are fantastic. And to my knowledge, this is the first air fryer or sink oven back there on the counter that has a wireless probe thermometer automatically built in, which is really cool and makes things like this extremely easy. So guys, go pick that up. All my other links are down below. The recipe card for this is on my website for free. Go check it out. This is Chris Cooking Nashville, the beautiful Ash Taylor. You guys eat your meat, especially when it's a stuffed chicken leg out of a Typhur Sync Air Fryer. Love your life. We'll see you in the kitchen for more crazy recipes like this. And if you like this Sync Air Fryer recipe, you got to check out this video right over here.
That is absolutely delicious. This is so good. My mind is blown. I could eat these like once a week, easily.